Why, hello there. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome back to What I Was Doing While I Was Dead. Is this 5? I think this is the 5th year I've been doing this. I think it is because I started doing these when I quit doing, well, not quit, was kind of forced to stop doing Thomas and Friends home media reviews every year, and that was when regular home media reviews started. So yeah, 5 years, man. We're on the 5th season here, actually coming up in just a couple months. That's crazy. But hello, at the time of recording this, it's January 6th, the darkest day in American history. But hello, nice to see all of you. Or it will be nice to see you whenever this eventually gets released. Right now, I'm dead. I'm just getting ready to head out here. I usually go over to Hope's house every night, and that's what I'm doing right now. But I'm actually going to stop at a Half Price Books because my theme for Home Media Review Season 5 is action. Because of Season 5 of Thomas, that was primarily action. So I've got a couple of films that I don't actually own in my collection, but I have seen that I want to cover for this on Season 5 of Home Media Reviews. And I don't own the physical copy, can't show it on the show because it's a primarily physical copy-based show. So I'm going to go to Half Price Books and see if they have these two titles. The two that I'm looking for are Speed and The Rock. The Rock I've never had on physical media. Speed I owned on DVD years ago, but that thing is long gone, so I obviously wouldn't be watching that for home media reviews, not when Speed has a 4K out there right now that I'm kind of hoping Half Price Books has. But, you know, I'll settle for the Blu-ray, and I'm hoping that they have The Rock. On the way home from work today, I stopped at a game exchange that was close by work to see if they had The Rock. Didn't have it, so hopefully they have it here. You'll find out with me. Well, folks, that is what we in the business call a total failure. Or strikeout would be a better term there. They didn't have either of them. They had no copies of Speed or The Rock anywhere in that store. Trust me, I looked everywhere. I even looked at the damn DVDs just for shit and giggles. Nothing. Not one. I'm a little sad now because a few weeks ago they had a copy of Speed on 4K sitting there for $13.49, and you know what? If I had bought it then, I wouldn't be in this situation right now. I don't need them right now. I will in the future though, and it would be nice to just go ahead and have that burden lifted off my shoulders because they're not going off the schedule. I want to cover them for the show because they're both great action movies, but wow. We didn't leave empty-handed though, folks. We got a couple titles here. They had a bunch of stuff on clearance. I was a little bit more picky than I probably should have been with their clearance titles, but this was not one of them. This is Popstar Never Stop Never Stoppin' for $7.49. I've been wanting to see this for a while. I've heard it's quite humorous. So there's that one. Clearance title for $3, Pixar Short Film Collection. These are classics, so I figure why not for $3. This is a 2-pack of Australia and Walk the Line, again for $3. I like Walk the Line a lot, so I bought it primarily for that. I don't know, Australian has Hugh Jackman in it. It's probably a musical, so I'll probably hate it, not gonna lie to you. I don't like musicals, but hey, you know what? Cool to have Walk the Line on Blu-ray for $3. And then this is just kind of a whatever purchase. This is Victor Frankenstein. Didn't hear good things about this, but I don't know, $3. It has this cool little art piece on it, and it has James McAvoy in it, so it can't be too terrible. And then to get me over the threshold of $20, because here at our Half Price Books in Kentucky, at least, they have what's called frequent shopper cards, and after like, I don't know, 10 stamps or something, you get 25% off a purchase, and you have to spend $20 or more to get a stamp. So this was to push me over the edge. This is Killing Jesus. We're gonna see how this adaptation holds up to the actual, I almost said source material, but the death and resurrection of Jesus actually happened. So I'm going to say how it holds up against the real life event. Yeah, we're going to go with that. Okay, this is pretty random, but just humor me for a few minutes. When I first saw Star Wars, I saw it on a DVD, much like this one here. My parents rented it from Blockbuster. I saw it in, I think, 2007, maybe 2008. I know I'd seen it before the Clone Wars movie came out, because I saw the Clone Wars movie in theaters, and that really kicked off my love for Star Wars. And I'd seen the original trilogy prior to that, but I think I saw it in 07, maybe 08. And the copy that my parents rented was this one. Well, maybe not exactly this one that you see in front of you. I don't think they were trying to get rid of it for $15, but yeah, this is kind of a weird grail piece for me that I've always kind of wanted in the back of my head. I've never really actively searched for it, but tonight, Hope and I went to Goodwill, and this was just sitting on the shelf, and I immediately saw the Blockbuster sticker, and I was like, I need this for 99 cents. I need this. And look, it's even dated November 26, 2008. So that's when they put this on the shelf. And that's, well, that might not even be when they put this on the shelf, because there's another sticker behind it. I don't want to damage it, so I'm just going to leave that to the elements, I guess. But yeah, I have a weird, nostalgic piece of my history right here with this franchise. But I didn't just find A New Hope. Oh, no, 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 no. The Empire Strikes Back was there as well, with the Blockbuster sticker, previewed $14.99, and Return of the Jedi was also there. So whoever donated these to Goodwill, I'm willing to bet they bought these during a Blockbuster closeout sale, and I bet they paid a lot less than $14.99, or I guess if they did, they got a pretty okay deal. I mean, these are the 2004 cuts of the movies, so it's not the best deal in history, I guess. They do all have the Blockbuster case and such. They're all just, they're single disc releases. It's not the 2006 cut where it has the extra bonus DVD. They're all just single disc. But I mean, I was telling Hope on the way out, like, how could I not pick these up? Again, it's such a weird grail piece for me, and it's one I never knew I needed. I thought I was done collecting Star Wars stuff. I thought I had everything, but no, it turns out I needed these, and I'm really happy to have these, actually, as just little pieces of my past, you know? Alright, folks, it is a cold and rainy Sunday evening here in Kentucky. Since we had such good luck last night at Goodwill with those Star Wars DVDs and a bunch of stuff for my future children, I decided to go to the Goodwill that's close by my house, because here's my philosophy on things. If I score really good at a Goodwill one evening, that means there must be more good energy going around. So I go to another Goodwill, and I basically go until I find nothing, and then I wait like 4 months to go back. So tonight we found a couple things. Not the greatest deals, though, because Goodwill, I guess they've been watching YouTube and people getting great deals on games at their stores, because at least at this one and the one we went to last night, they're taking their games, putting them up behind the counter. That I have no problem with, because people at Goodwill steal all the time. I have a problem with the fact that they're individually pricing their games now, which Goodwill's a business. They're in this to make money. Well, I guess not really, though, because they're a non-profit, so I guess they're really not in it to make money, so that negates my whole previous argument. But anyway, just humor me for a little bit longer here. They're individually pricing their games, and again, it's hard to say, like, oh, I have a big issue with this is a moral quandary or anything. No, you're just paying a couple extra dollars for an Xbox game, but the problem is they're not consistent. Case in point, so they had a bunch of low-dollar PS2 games. They were all scratched to hell, so they all were in the back with the regular media stuff, but they were all 99 cents. And I find, where is it here? I find this back there with it. It's Sega GT 2002 and Jet Set Radio Future. This one is like, if it's complete, it should go from anywhere from like 10 to 12 bucks. Mine's not complete though, it's only got the disc, but the disc is in great shape and it's 99 cents. You can see right there on the sticker, there's nothing printed on it, so it's 99 cents. But then another game I found back there, this one I found to post on my eBay page because it's honestly kind of worth a little bit. It's this Gundam game. I don't know anything about this, so I don't know, maybe I'll try it, and if I hate it, I'll flip it. But this is priced at $4.99. So why is this priced, and it's on the sales floor, but this isn't? This is just treated as regular media. But again, this isn't. And then it gets even weirder because at the front, they had a whole pile of games. And one of them I picked up from my own personal collection, Tony Hawk's Underground. I guess I should also mention the Sega GT was also from my personal collection because it was 99 cents. But Tony Hawk's Underground here. Platinum hits, but yeah. This one was priced at $6. What is up with the pricing here at Goodwill? It gets even stranger too because they had sports games like on the PS4 and the PS3 priced at like $8 a piece. Like I'd have to pay, $8 plus tax for Madden 14 or 16 or, something even older like on the PS3 or something. Like, why would you price your sports titles at that? But then it gets even funnier because the PlayStation 2 stuff that they had back at their regular media section that was 99 cents was all low-dollar sports titles, like NCAA 2004, MLB The Show 1997 or something. Here's just my message to Goodwill. If you're going to start putting your games behind the counter, which again, I have no problem with. People steal all the time from there. So yeah, you can do that. You have my seal of approval for that. But if you're going to price your games, price them accordingly to what they're at least kind of worth. Because I can guarantee you, nobody is going to pay, $10.99 for Madden 25 on the PS3. It's just not going to happen. All right, round 2 at Half Price Books. Remember, we're looking for Speed and The Rock. All right, folks, well, we have a 50% success rate with Half Price Books now. We got Speed on 4K for $13.49. Not exactly a great price for this, especially without the slipcover, but you know what? I need it for home media reviews, so that's my justification. Plus, this is like, it's pretty much pristine. These discs look fantastic. So, yeah, and I've heard this 4K transfer, I've heard the 4K is not bad either. I think this was done before Fox was purchased by Disney, so it won't look like hot garbage like most of the 4K transfers done by the Mouse House. So, Speed, yeah. Not a single copy of The Rock in that place, though. I don't know what it is about The Rock on Blu-ray, but I cannot find it at the Half Price Books. But that's not everything, of course. We have a couple other things. This cool little Batman and Robin VHS thing. I don't really know what it is. It says it has Green Hornet, Superman, and Captain Marvel on it as well. I think those are like old serials and stuff. So this will be cool to put on my media server. Crucible, another Star Wars novel. I think this is the last officially released novel for the expanded universe before it was removed from canon. So there's that. although you could argue it wasn't canon in the first place. Jackass number 2, it was $1. Why not? I haven't seen it. This show, this first season was $1. Justified with Timothy Olyphant. I love Timothy Olyphant. I think he's amazing. He's an absolute badass as Cobb Vanth, and I've heard he kind of brings that persona in this show as well. So I'll give the first season a shot, and then this is for Hope. She jokes about JoJo Siwa. For some reason, she thinks like she's unironically cool. I'm gonna give this to her when I get to her house. I have something for you.
What?
Close your eyes. Hold out your hand.
Shut up. You know we're gonna go watch this now, right?
Are we though?
Yeah. I'm for real. Where did you find this?
It was $1 at Half Price Books.
Let's go.
JoJo Siwa, my world is officially over, and I never want to watch that again. What about you?
I'd rewatch it.
Why? Here's the thing, okay? You see what it did to me? It made me tired.
You work at 11.
But it made me tired.
What did? JoJo?
JoJo. She's a very tiring person.
No, she got me worked up. Now I want to learn the choreography. And I was tired before I watched it. She got me excited.
Did the exact opposite from me.
I don't care about what they say. I'm gonna come back like a boomerang.
I don't think that's anywhere near what it actually was, but...
No, it was.
That was kind of like... I can't believe I'm about to go in-depth on a freaking JoJo Siwa thing, but it's like a mix of documentary, and then at the end there's a concert. There's no plot. It's not like a movie. It's like...
It talks about the start of JoJo and the grow of her stardom. You know what I mean?
It's a 44-minute long...
Docu-concert.
Yes, that's a good way to describe it. Docu-concert.
A 3-song concert. Boomerang, Kid in a Candy Store, and then one more, I forget.
And she knew the lyrics to them.
Won't let them haters get their way. I'm gonna come back like a boomerang.
Look at our son. Mister. Do you want that milk? So anyway, it was decently produced, I guess. I mean, it wasn't like insultingly bad or anything. It was basically just a documentary with a concert at the end.
Thank you so much, Minnesota!
So that's our review of JoJo Siwa, My World.
How many stars do you give it?
Half.
Half a star?
It's hard to rate documentaries because, I don't know, the way that I would judge like a documentary is very different from how you would judge like a normal film. You know, there's no plot, there's no story, there's no character. It's just,
I know. Here's
information, and the way that information is conveyed really helps to make a documentary seem fun to watch. Like one of my favorites is Empire of Dreams. It's about the making of the original Star Wars trilogy. That documentary is amazing, and it's because of how the information is laid out.
When you record on this, do you look here or here?
At the actual camera.
Oh, I sometimes get distracted, but if you were Rotten Tomatoes, actually, let's look.
Actually?
What would you give it percentage-wise?
Percentage-wise?
Yeah.
I don't know.
64 is what it's on Rotten Tomatoes.
You looked at the J-Team, though. That's her, like, actual movie. That's not what this is.
Can we get that one, though?
No.
Really? Okay, listen, my review, I wish it was longer. A 95 just because it was short. I let you say your review and let me say mine! Minnesota! Peace out! Mall of America, thank you so much for having me tonight. I love you guys so much, and don't forget, frick the haters.
Because we can't say the other. Because we can't say the other word on YouTube anymore. Because we're gonna get demonetized.
Good night, everybody.
That's my thing.
Oh, JoJo's too.
No, it's mine.
JoJo's juice coming at you. Today we're going to be pouring tomato juice on our heads. Yes. All right. Should I close my eyes? Here we go. I'm done, for real. All this stuff was actually in the movie, wasn't it?
Yep.
And she put cereal in the bathtub with milking gone in it.
Yep.
For real. Yeah, you need to go see it.
No, you don't.
It was $1 at Half Price Books. Go to Half Price Books.
Are you gonna guarantee their Half Price Books is gonna have that though? They could have.
Who owns this? Why wouldn't it be at Half Price Books?
They could have a different JoJo Siwa movie.
That's fine. It's probably good as well.
Oh, hi. Been a minute since I last recorded for this. I don't know why I say that. It'll be the next clip in the video, but hello. I was just in Dollar General, and if you all didn't know, Pitch Black, it's back. I did not know about this. I immediately sent a text to Roberto and Percy number 6 to let them know Pitch Black is back. They're my Mountain Dew fanboys. Well, Percy number 6 is really just a fan of Pitch Black. Roberto's really my Mountain Dew partner in crime, so Pitch Black, it's back. Go to Dollar General. That's the only place I've seen it, but it might be exclusive there. I don't know, but it's back. Go to Dollar General right now if you want yourself a tasty Pitch Black. I have not had one of these since the big decision back in 2016, and this is really hard to open with one hand. I don't want to spill this everywhere. It's good. It's still good. I get it. The big thing back in 2016 was we want Baja Blast to stick around and Pitch Black to not. I get it. But, I mean, Pitch Black's not bad, though. It's pretty decent. I'm a citrus kind of person, so I like the dark citrusy flavor to it. So, yeah. Again, Pitch Black. Go to Dollar General. This video is not sponsored. So, there's been some pretty not great news over these last few days. My aunt, well, she's technically my great aunt. She's the sister of my grandma, but I just call her my aunt. Just makes more sense. She called my grandma around 10 o'clock a few days ago saying something doesn't feel right. Went to the hospital. Turns out she has blood clots in her brain, and she had one in one of her carotid arteries up here. She had surgery today on her neck to get rid of the one that was in her artery. She's still in the hospital right now. They keep putting her on these thinners to get the clots out of her brain. There's really not much they can surgery-wise for that. So by the time this video comes out, hopefully she'll be home and safe. But I'm staying at her house. I stayed last night, and I'm staying tonight because her son is coming in from Vermont tomorrow, and then he's going to stay here until she gets home. So that means I get to hang out with my little buddy, who you can probably hear. Are you saying hi? You are? This is my aunt's cat, Cricket. Say hi, Cricket. Look at the camera, buddy. Hey, look over here. Look, hi. Say hi to the people. Do you not like to be on camera? You don't like that? No. He's very vocal. He's been a little love bug to me ever since I got here. It took you a little bit to warm up to me, though, because you were like, what is this stranger doing in my mom's house? He's coming in and putting all this stuff everywhere. Yeah, you were like that. Yeah, I know. You were like that. You were like that. Now you're just my best friend, aren't you? Yeah. Don't fall off the counter. He's so talkative, so vocal, and now he's rubbing his head on my Feastable bars. You just keep finding places to rub your little head on. But you're so cute and such a sweet man. You are a sweet man. You are such a sweet boy. The one thing he does not like, though, is he does not like his belly scratched. He will he will smack at you if you touch his belly, which is kind of odd considering that Lando loves having his belly scratched. He loves having any part of him scratched. He doesn't, well, I wouldn't say love. He tolerates and really doesn't care. Cricket will tell you that he doesn't like to have his belly scratched. I think you're laying on my keys. Here. That's not a toy. You can't play with those. But the way that they actually got Cricket is a funny story. So, yeah, I'm going to tell them about you. He's rubbing his head on my phone. Yeah, hi. Oh. I can scratch you while I tell this story, okay? How about that? Do you like that arrangement? Back in, like, I think 2012, 2013, it's back when my uncle was still alive and living here with her. It was winter, and he went outside to go and check his truck, and I don't know how he noticed this, but there was a little black kitten. This little guy was inside of his truck. You were inside Dan's truck. You were. Because it was warm in there. You were a little stray. You were inside the truck. And good thing he didn't start it up, or else you would have been, like, incinerated or something. But, hey, he's kicking my phone with his tail. You are just a diva, aren't you? So, they find him inside of the truck, like inside the engine. And that's how they found him. He became their cat. They named him Cricket because he was really small. You were a small baby. So the way I do it, Cricket. Look at you. Cricket, you don't even know what you're doing. Oh my gosh. I'm not even gonna cut that. That's too funny. So, oh, and now you're just being a diva. Yeah, you are. You're just on the screen. Are you just showing off for everybody? Oh. So if you took Lando like this, like if this is his body, to be able to hold him, you'd have to do this. Like that's how big his hair is. He's like a giant puffball. Now don't say that kind of thing about him. You don't even know who he is. We can't use that kind of language here on the channel, buddy. You're gonna get me demonetized. Yeah. You're a sweet boy. I'm gonna miss you. I'm gonna have to go tomorrow. But Kenny will be here. You won't be by yourself. What are you looking at?
Meow.
She's already inside, buddy.
Come here. Hey, Cricket. Come here. Oh, yeah? For real? Come here. Hi. I missed you. I missed you so much. Yeah, it's like a white.
Yeah, he has like a little gray patch on his chest.
I like your pooch. Says thanks.
Hey, don't touch that. So I'm sitting here on my computer doing some VHS conversion and capture and all that stuff with some settings that a supporter of mine has helped out with to make my VHS captures look better. I'm always in the market for new techniques and such. because I don't know everything. But Dan certainly knows a lot more than I do. So, and Dan, I know you're watching this video, so thanks for helping me out there. But speaking of VHS, I went to a flea market today, and I found this little beauty. This is an original print of James Cameron's The Abyss. I have not seen this movie, although I hear it's pretty good, if not just okay. It's James Cameron working primarily with underwater visual effects and such, and it was one of the first uses of what we would come to know as CGI in the film industry today. It was ILM worked on the CGI for this movie, which is the company that George Lucas founded to make Star Wars. So The Abyss is a pretty important movie, and for some reason James Cameron will not give us a Blu-ray release. This is stuck on DVD as well as VHS, but I figured for $1, hey, I'll watch it on VHS. That's fine by me, and it is an original print, which kind of surprising that the tape has CBS Fox on it, but the spine is Fox Video. This might be in the transitional phase. And the reason I know about that is because I know a lot about Star Wars and its various VHS releases. It had a CBS Fox and a Fox Video variant for both of them.
Scotsman left Green Bay and traveled back to Chicago, where she was stored in 40th Street Yard for a night. From Chicago, she went through Detroit, Michigan, through the St. Clair Tunnel into...
So me and my buddy here just did some dishes. Do you want to say hi? Cricket. Say hi. You were just talking to me earlier. You are not camera shy. You're not. Don't even act like it. Here you go. Yeah. I should probably explain why I'm back here at my aunt's house. If you... Yeah. I'm talking to the people. It's late. He's yelling at me because I'm not in bed yet. So, I'm back here at my aunt's house because she will not be home for a while. We're not sure how long it'll be. It turns out the clots in her brain caused her to have several mini strokes, and she has to go to rehab, which it's better than the alternative of her still being in the hospital. She's in a assisted living / rehab place right now, but she cannot come home yet. So for the next few months, I'm going to be hanging out with this little guy. I'm not living here per se. I'm kind of spending like half my time at home and then the other half here because he is now my responsibility. So, you'll be seeing a lot more footage here, I guess, for the start of 2023, I guess. This is not how I saw this year going, but you know what? Anything to help out my aunt and to make sure that Cricket is not alone throughout most of this, because Cricket doesn't really... my aunt doesn't really leave here all that much. I mean, she'll leave every now and then, but most of her time is spent here, and Cricket mostly sees her. She's his person. He doesn't really know what's going on right now. He's gotten used to me being here because I was here a few weeks ago. You saw in that footage, I was here for, I think, a weekend, until one of my cousins flew in to actually stay here, who lives up in Maine. So... But now, since he had to go back to Maine, Cricket is now my responsibility, and I couldn't be happier to make sure that you're okay. Yeah, I know. You won't go to bed. He's so mad at me right now because it's midnight and he's not in bed. You can go to bed. You don't have to wait for me. I've still got the Muppet Show to finish, buddy. I'm not going to bed till I finish that episode. You smell that bowl? We made muffins. Hope was here earlier. It's actually the night of the live stream that I did What time is it now? 12:23. That stream was 3 or 4 hours ago. Yeah, you were on that stream. Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
Cats in a Pickle. Now on home video from Hit Entertainment.
Somebody let me know if this is a sin or not. I'm about to put a Pepsi product into a Coke glass. Watch this get me canceled.
I think she wants me to take her home.
Wow.
What should I do?
Go. What can you do?
What about you and Elaine?
We'll get a ride.
You sure?
We'll be fine. What did she say?
She told me she wants...